Coming up on this edition of the news, scientists are hoping that a 400-pound titanium vault will be strong enough to withstand the radiation of 100 million dental x-rays.
And a journey of almost 3 billion miles ends after 10 years. Find out how NASA's fastest ever space probe is giving scientists an incredible understanding of one of the solar system's least explored regions. You're watching the best source for news and information. The news starts now.
Hello everyone, I'm Riley.
And I'm Lexi. Here's what's happening. It took almost 5 years to get there, but scientists say the wait was well worth it. NASA's Juno spacecraft is now safely parked in orbit around the planet Jupiter. Scientists are counting on the 9 specially designed scanners aboard Juno to help them map Jupiter's intense magnetic field, measure the amount of water and ammonia in the atmosphere, and observe the planet's auroras. Those scanners needed to be encased in a 400-pound titanium vault that scientists are hoping will be strong enough to protect them from Jupiter's intense radiation. During the course of the planned 20-month mission, the Juno spacecraft will be exposed to the equivalent of more than 100 million dental x-rays.
After a decade-long journey through the solar system, NASA's New Horizons space probe zipped by Pluto, making it the first ever space mission to explore a world so far from Earth. The New Horizons flyby of the dwarf planet at the edge of our solar system and its 5 known moons took almost 10 years to complete. During that time, the spacecraft traveled more than 3 billion miles to reach its destination, making it there about 1 minute less than was predicted when the craft was launched in January 2006. The spacecraft is the fastest spacecraft ever launched, hurtling past Pluto at more than 30,000 miles per hour. Mission controllers say it will take 16 months for New Horizons to send its cache of data, 10 years worth, back to Earth.
Meanwhile, a little closer to Earth, the Cassini space probe has successfully completed its initial 4-year mission to explore Saturn. The spacecraft is now beginning a second extended assignment called the Cassini-Solis mission. The extension will allow for the first study of a complete seasonal period on the planet Saturn. Once that mission is complete, the spacecraft will enter a final phase, the grand finale. With the series of dives between Saturn and its rings, the mission will end when Cassini plunges into Saturn's atmosphere and burns up. NASA is destroying Cassini to ensure that no Earth bacteria infect Saturn's ecologically developing moons.
Mechanical space probes like Cassini, New Horizons, and Juno don't need water to survive in space, but future astronauts will. When human beings begin exploring our solar system, the key to ensuring their survival on other worlds will be knowing where to find water.
In one of the driest places on Earth, a NASA robot is searching for water. The Mojave Desert in Southern California receives very little rain, and the dry environment is very similar to the surfaces of the Moon and Mars. However, there is enough underground moisture that the Mojave is an excellent lunar or red planet analog. Also, since the locations and quantities of that moisture are well known to geologists, researchers are able to ground truth science instruments by comparing their measurements to the actual amounts. The Mojave Volatiles Prospector, or MVP project, is a testbed for scientists from NASA Ames Research Center to develop the technologies and procedures that will be needed to search for water ice and other volatiles that might be hidden under the surface of the Moon, Mars, or another planetary body. The foundation of the MVP project is a 4-wheel drive electric-powered robot known as K-Rex. About the size of a golf cart, K-Rex is designed to autonomously navigate rugged terrain while driving over obstacles as high as 12 inches and slopes as steep as 30 degrees. It has multiple cameras on board, which are used by the rover's control system to navigate between waypoints and to provide real-time situational awareness for the science team back at NASA Ames. To search for water, K-Rex carried 2 instruments specifically selected for the MVP mission. The first was a neutron spectrometer system known as NSS that scans for underground hydrogen. The second instrument was the near-infrared volatile spectrometer system known as NIRVIS. NIRVIS measures light reflections from soil samples and was used to help calculate the amount of soil moisture. Data from the two instruments helped scientists select locations where samples were collected for analysis. Another goal of the MVP project was to answer the question, how can NASA use a robot to prospect for resources on the moon in a very short time frame? The mission successfully demonstrated the concept of high-tempo robotic science, and the MVP team stands ready to help develop an actual prospecting mission beyond planet Earth.
The K-REX rover is comparable in size to NASA's Spirit and Opportunity rovers, which are located on the planet Mars.
There's more news ahead. Here's just a brief sampling of some of the stories we'll be bringing to you right after the break. Astronomers have discovered a planet in an exotic star system where a person would enjoy triple sunrises and sunsets every day. We've got the illuminating details.
And plans are underway to build a tennis court-sized telescope that would be parked in space in an orbit on the other side of the moon. Find out what the successor to the Hubble telescope will look like. We'll be right back.
We love to see you here at the Farmers Bank. However, we know there are times you need to bank on your schedule, wherever you may be. With the Farmers Bank mobile banking app, you can check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and now you can also securely deposit checks with your smartphone by simply taking a picture of the check. Download our mobile banking app today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life.
Oh my God! We are ripping fast today. How hard can it be, right? These are now selling for about $3,500. So we're back to our old ways of pulling rocks.
Act like idiots on camera, open cards, and talk about the hobby.
Everyone needs to be a part of something. If not girls golf, find something. Frankfort High School provides plenty of opportunities for you to be a part of, including 19 sports and plenty of clubs. Be sure to get involved.
A team of astronomers led by the University of Arizona have discovered a planet unlike any other known world. The planet, known now as HD 131399AB, is unlike any other known world. Its orbit takes it around 3 stars, located about 320 light-years from Earth in the constellation of Centaurus. The new planet is estimated to be about 16 million years old, making it also one of the youngest exoplanets discovered to date. During about half of the planet's orbit, which lasts 550 Earth years, 3 suns are visible in the sky at the same time.
Searching for other worlds in our universe should become easier within the next decades. The James Webb Space Telescope and NASA's next orbiting observatory, and the successor to the Hubble Space Telescope, a tennis court-sized telescope orbiting far beyond Earth's moon. Webb will detect infrared radiation and be capable of seeing in that wavelength, as well as Hubble sees in visible light. Scientists are convinced that once it's operational, the new Webb telescope will be unleashed a torrent of new discoveries, opening the door to a part of the universe that has just begun to take shape under humanity's observations. There's more news just ahead. When we return from the break, we're going to catch up on a machine that may someday prove that we're not alone in the universe. It's the first human object to venture beyond our solar system and into interstellar space. Find out why the NASA space probe is a lot like a message in a bottle. We'll be right back.
Everyone needs to be a part of something. If not girls golf, find something. Frankfort High School provides plenty of opportunities for you to be a part of, including 19 sports and plenty of clubs. Be sure to get involved.
I brought you a present. Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Finally, this story. NASA's Voyager 1 space probe is now officially the first human-made object to venture into interstellar space. Launched in 1977, Voyager is now more than 12 billion miles from the Sun. The Interpred space probe, built to study the planets Jupiter and Saturn, is carrying a gold-plated phonograph record containing sounds and images selected to portray the diversity of life and culture on Earth. The record has also spoken greetings in 55 languages just in case it ever gets discovered by an alien spaceship. But NASA isn't holding its breath waiting for a reply. That's because it will be more than 40,000 years before Voyager 1 makes a close approach to any other known planetary system.
And that's it for this edition of the news. From all of us here, we thank you for watching and hope that you'll tune in next time.